Guys, first of all, let's just say this has to be one of the most boring Love is Blind reunions ever. Like, what was that? Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Chipsy coming back to y'all again with another video. So today's video is going to be about the Love is Blind reunion. It was so draining. Like, it was nothing big going on in there. It was like lame. But let's just get right into it and get over it and then leave it in the past so we can gear up for the next season, right? Okay. So first, I did take some notes because I didn't want to, like, you know, leave nothing out and whatever. So first they have Vanessa and her husband, and then Izzy and Stacy and Milton and what's her name, Lydia. Okay, so they all look good or whatever, nobody cares. First they started with Milton and Lydia. They're still together. Not really surprised. They were talking about how Milton, Mom, and Lydia are like peas in the pods now and everything, and they did have them like a second wedding after that wedding in Puerto Rico, so that's good. They were talking about how life has been throughout the whole year or 2.5 years or however long it was, and they said that they've been doing good or whatever, you know. They did show a little snippet of them and what they were doing like during those years and whatever. It was boring. Then they moved over to Stacy and Izzy, and what do you know, they're not together. Are we surprised? No, we're not. No, I'm not surprised. They were not compatible like since day one. Like, we all knew this. They're not compatible. They weren't meant for each other. I felt like if Stacy was still with, if Izzy, I felt like if Izzy chose Johnny, they would have still been together now, because they made like a better couple, even though I didn't want them together. Then they were talking about why they broke up. So like after the wedding, I think they had a conversation or they went on a date, and I feel like Stacy just did not want to be with him. Like, ever since she found out about the whole money situation, she was like already checked out since then. So remember, like, do y'all remember after the wedding she was like basically thanking all the gods above, like, oh my god, thank god, I'm just glad this is over with. Like, I felt like she was done like right there. So like after everything in the wedding, I think they tried to like date again. That's what they were saying on the reunion. They tried to date again and everything, and she said that it didn't work out. Like, I remember when Stacy was talking about it, she was like, oh my god, it was so heartbreaking, this and that. But girl, right after everything, you was like jumping for joy. Like, did we not remember that? We remembered that. Like, you were like, yes. And you were saying this to Izzy's face, so it's not like, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so they went out on a date and Stacy cut him off basically, and they're not together. Stacy told him that, yeah, it's not gonna work, buddy. And then after that, they didn't speak for like a year. Then one day they went into a bar or something, and then they saw each other again or whatever. Who cares? So then they brought in Chris and Johnny, and they sat down. They were talking to them. Like, Chris looks the same. So then they were asking them, so are you guys together? And then they were like, no. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I saw something on Instagram that was saying, oh, they're glad that Chris found somebody else because Johnny does not deserve Chris. I saw that on a comment, but I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna believe one person, because she was like literally the only person that said it. I don't remember if it's Sherry, but that was the only comment I saw about that. So I wasn't going to like believe that until the reunion came, and then it did came, and then boom, they're not together anymore. So I'm like, damn, I thought that would have been a good couple. But y'all guess why they're not together? Guess why they're not together? This man, okay, so after the big barbecue and they had everything, right? Johnny's birthday, I think it was the next week after that. And Chris had to go out of the country or out of town or wherever for a wedding. And Chris went to the wedding. I guess after that there was no communication between him and Johnny, and then Johnny's friend saw Chris with another girl, and that's how Johnny found out that Chris was seeing somebody else. Like, what like, Chris, we thought you was the creme de la creme, like we was rooting for you, Chris, like, and then you were like, why wouldn't you just tell them that? And I was flabbergasted over the fact that I think Vanessa was the only one that was like, you know, I think Vanessa was like, so I don't remember exactly what she said, but she did say something that, you know, like burnt him. Like, it was like, yeah, I guess. She said something about, dang, I forgot. And he was like, yeah, I guess. But basically she asked him about why did he cheat or something like that. I don't remember quite what she said. I wish I did. That would have been so fire. But basically he apologized to her and whatever. I was like, why wasn't nobody on his ass? You remember when well, Uche is like an asshole anyways, but damn, I was hoping people was like gonna, you know, like something, like they were just like shoo over that, and then it just went on about this way. So yeah. And then while they were talking about it, while they were like telling about what's going on and stuff, Milton is like this just laughing over there like some shit is funny. Like, there's nothing funny about it, Milton. Like, and then Izzy and Stacy are over there loving it. Like, they're like, yeah, that's what you get. You know, like, they're like, you know how Stacy got that little weird look. But anyways, so Johnny is now dating somebody that she's been seeing for like over a year. So we love that for her. Yeah, Izzy's still over there looking like, damn, I guess. Like, you can tell he did not like hearing that. So you remember when they were at the whole barbecue thingy again. So they were talking about the whole situation with between Stacy and Johnny. And so Stacy was like, she heard everything, but she was saying like she didn't really care about it. Like, who cares about John? You know what I mean? And I'm like, girl, you cared. Like, literally, you came in there, you could feel the animosity. Like, you could cut the tension with a knife. Literally, it was thick. And that was because of you. Like, I saw them, like, from the moment they sat down, Stacy looked like she wanted to say something. Like, it was about to burst out. Like, you could have just, you know, like, said what you had to say, like, address it as soon as you sat down. But no, you were sitting there having it up in your heart. Like, she's trying to make it look like, oh, she didn't feel no type of way. Like, well, she was making it look like, well, it didn't bother her type shit. That's how she was making it look. But girl, it bothered you, like, so bad till it, like, you couldn't even breathe. At one point, you had to move and go over to Chris and Izzy. So if you felt so strongly about it, you should have just, you know, say, Johnny, I felt that way about it. But don't try to make it look like, you know, because yeah. And Izzy apologized for how he spoke to Johnny, which I felt was, I guess, okay. I was disappointed hearing that Izzy and Johnny, I guess after him him and Stacy was completely over, and Chris and Johnny was completely over. They had saw each other at a bar. I guess Houston is like this small because everybody keep running into each other at bars. Like, what is that? But I was really disappointed to hear that Johnny actually, you know, kissed Lizzie, or however, who initiated it. I was really like, Johnny, like, are you serious, girl? Like, we were all rooting for you and you're over here kissing Lizzie. Like, what is that? Literally, like, are you serious? Like, I can't understand. But they shared a kiss, and I did. Yeah, I don't know why she did that. I was like, John, like, are you serious? Like, is that what we're doing now? But yeah. So then Stacy was like, yeah, I was surprised when he told me that, because Vanessa asked Stacy, did she know that they shared the kiss or whatever? And then Stacy was like, yeah, I was like really surprised hearing that, especially the way that you know, Izzy spoke about John. And I'm like, girl. So Izzy over here pillow talking with Stacy, basically, you know, dogging Johnny out and stuff. So I felt like that was just like lame of Izzy. Like, we all already knew he was a lame, so this kind of like proved it even more. So then what's her name, Aaliyah coming out like, I don't know, she was walking like this, and then having her, you know, holding her dress to the side like, I have arrived, look at me. It was so funny. But so then they were asking her about the Lydia and Uche situation, and tell me why. I just didn't like how they just breezed over the whole situation. I felt like they didn't make it a bigger deal than what it was. And then their questions there, like, they could have been pressing, you know what I mean? Like, there's questions there you should have been asking. Like, even when Lydia was like, when Aaliyah said to Lydia that you asked me, Aaliyah was acting like she was the host. Like, she was over there, I want you to touch on that a little bit. Like, yeah. I was like, okay, girl, just back out, give Vanessa the floor. But I didn't like the fact that they just brushed over the whole thing when Aaliyah asked, when Aaliyah was like, me, you had a conversation about the whole situation. You told me that you and Uche planned to be there or discussed being there. And then Lydia gonna come over there like, it was just like a 15 seconds conversation, like nothing major. Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure it wasn't just a little conversation. I'm pretty sure, like, it's just so much question they could have asked, you know, like after that. Like, y'all did not dig into it like I thought they would. And then Milton enters the chat talking about I don't know about anybody else, but I can speak about my wife's character. And I'm like, Milton, just shut up. Like, just shut up. Like, who cares? You're there like, I can speak for my wife's character and it's better than mine's and whatever the hell. Like, okay. Like, at first when he started talking, I was like, dude, but then he had a point at the end. Like, he sounded like he was getting at something at the end, so I kind of like, okay, fine, give him the floor. But yeah, it was really not needed, his commentary, but I guess he's sticking up for his wife. I just didn't like the fact that they brushed over the whole Lydia thing. Like, why didn't nobody ask, like, why did you go and befriend Lydia? I mean, why did you go and befriended? No, why did you go and friended?
No. That is it.
How do you say it? Friended? Why did you go and be friends? Why did you go and be friends with Aaliyah knowing that you're her ex. I mean, like, you're his ex. Yeah, I said it right. Like, come on, dude. Like, y'all didn't go into it. Like, y'all should have said, okay, Lydia, why did you go and try to be friends with Aaliyah knowing that she's dating Uche? You can't tell her this type of information. But you're there. I just found it like really phony and weird. Like, if that was me and I found out, you know, you were possibly dating my ex, I wouldn't be trying to be your bestie. Like, that is awkward, especially if it's an ex that hurt me so bad. Because, you know, Lydia made it look like Uche was such a terrible person. Like, so why the hell would you want to? Because I can imagine if they were like great of friends, best of friends, they're gonna be in each other's life after this. So you're gonna still be around your ex. So like, it wasn't given to me like at all. And I felt like they should have been grilling her more, and they were kind of like letting everything slide over. So many questions they could have got out of that. But Aaliyah is dating somebody, and she's found love, and she met somebody on a R&B cruise or something like that. They were both there single. Yeah, and I don't mean single as in not with somebody. I mean, well, that too, but they were like there by themselves. I would never go on a trip by myself. That's kind of, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah. And then tell me why Milton shared that Uche occasionally reaches out to him. Uche, like, what do you have to say to this man? Are you serious? Like, what do you have to say to this man? Milton said that Uche reached out to him after the barbecue, no, not after the barbecue, before his wedding, and was like, if you want to talk about, no, before or after the wedding, no, Milton said that Uche reached out to him after the wedding and was like, heard you got married, do you want to talk? What do we need to talk about, Uch? Like, Coochie, what do we need to talk about? Like, come on. We don't need to talk about nothing, literally. Like, what do you think we need to talk about? And then Milton said it's on more than one occasions where he tried to reach out. It's like you're giving desperate. You know what I mean? Like, it's giving you're pressed that Lydia is with Milton. You're like really pressed that they're together. So yeah. And Aaliyah was telling them that Uche told her that she wasn't the normal type that he'll go for or whatever. So I'm guessing he likes Puerto Rican and white people. That's what I took from that. And I could have told you that Uche was that type of person. I could have told you that. Like, when they first met that day, I could have told you that. I don't know, I know how to read people, which is why I want to be a lawyer. Like, yeah, I could have told you that. And two, Milton said he never responded to Uche's messages, so he's just there on seen or read, and you're still trying to reach out. Like, that's lame. And he also reached out to Lydia when the show dropped and was like, I'm about to watch this show, or the season just dropped, or whatever the hell he said, and was like, do you want to talk? Dude, get over her. Like, you're so sorry. Like, he's so lame. Like, and it was like a forwarded message because he sent the same thing to Aaliyah. So the same message he sent to Lydia was the same message he sent to Aaliyah. So it's like, dude, like, you keep trying, they're over you. Like, fuck Tata, you lost your chance. Like, he's giving desperate, and it's weird. Oh yeah, I wrote it down. He was like, hey man, heard you got married, want to talk about it? Dude, they don't want to talk about it. Like, your last week's news. So then JP entered the chat with his American socks. American flag socks. Look like JP, like, here we go. And surprisingly, he was actually talking a lot. Like, he was really like getting into it. Like, he was talking. I was surprised. I was like, wow, JP's talking. And he said the reason why he wasn't like talking, because you know when they went on the vacation and everything and they weren't talking and all that, he said that he felt weird and nervous around the camera. I mean, okay, which is understandable a little bit, but how he was acting like mad weird. Like, I was like, JP, like, come on, dude. You're like, the only thing I saw JP doing was this. Yeah, dude. Great dude. Like, that's it. He wasn't doing nothing. Like, he wasn't trying to be like social at all. And he said that he felt nervous because of the cameras and all of that. And yeah, some people are camera shy, but, and then so Taylor was like, so what about when the camera wasn't there? You still wasn't talking then, huh? Why didn't you say nothing then? And then he was like, well, shit, I don't know, dude. Like, shit, fuck. Okay, yeah. So did y'all catch the part when Taylor was like, so are you gonna just let the cameras and the makeup ruin what we have going on and whatever? And he was like, yeah. Y'all, I cracked up so bad. Like, if you didn't catch that, go back. Like, that was so funny. He literally said yeah. Like, and you know how that little thing he does with his head, and he's like, yeah, dude. He didn't say dude, but he was like, yeah. And then Taylor, I guess she didn't catch that part because she just continued talking. I'm like, girl, did you? He answered you. Like, did you not catch it? Like, it was so funny. JP was basically there trying to deflect the whole time, and he still called her fake again. He said that he just thought that she looked fake, but then he went on to say that he have dated people that looked like Taylor before. So it's like, why were you shocked out of this world? You know what I mean? Like, why were you like flabbergasted if you've talked to people that wear makeup before? You know what I mean? Like, it's not giving. Like, yeah. So I don't know what's going on with JP. He was just like weird. Like, he's weird. And to me, Taylor looked like she was, I don't know, like, I hate to say this, but Taylor, she looked like she wanted him to like beg for her again, or like try to, you know, I don't know. It was given, yeah. And I looked the fuck good. And if you want me again, you can. But it was given she wanted him again. I don't know, or it's either she wanted him again, or she was just like, or she just felt like she wanted to like check him really bad, or to like show him like, look, this is what you missed out on. But I was getting the fact that she wanted him, because even when they were asking, did you, what did you say? Did you, ooh. But yeah, anyways, they asked, did you, or they asked JP, even when they asked JP, are you dating anyone? And JP was like, yeah, I'm dating somebody right now. It's going pretty good. Taylor was like, acting like it's not bothering her. I felt like it was bothering her a lot. Yeah. And then, y'all, I'm not gonna forget this part. So I don't remember what the hell Vanessa said, Vanessa said something to him, and he was like, he don't hit on women, meaning he don't try to talk to women. You know, like if you go out and you see somebody, I don't know, it's an American thing, but he don't hit on women. That's what his friends are for. What? What do you mean? Like,
Is she someone that you would go hit on in a bar?
Generally, I don't. And any women, I have my friends do that. Like, they'll be the icebreaker, and then I'll get to talking after that. But I'm not a icebreaker person, so I'm.
Does she look like anyone you've ever dated?
Maybe, yeah.
are we in 12th grade? Like, are we in middle school? Like, what are you talking about, dude? He said he does not hit on women. That's what his friends are for. Dude, no, that's what you're for. You want this girl, not me, dude. Like, this man literally said that. I could not believe him. I was just there like, JP. And then, you know what? I'm not shocked, because that's JP. That was so flabbergasting to me. Like, he really said that. We're too grown for that. Like, you're too grown for that. You need to, come on, act your age. Like, that is like so stupid. But and then Taylor was like, when they were asking what's your first reaction when you saw JP, because you remember with the teeth thing and everything, Taylor was like she didn't feel no type of way about his teeth and whatever, because you know he had to have a small gap. And I'm like, Taylor, I'm the type of person, if you have a gap, no, I don't care how fine you look. Yeah, so I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be rushing to talk to you if you had a gap. So yeah. And so they were like, so what was your initial reaction when you first saw him? And Taylor was like, he's so tall. I'm like, what? JP look like he's like 5'7". He does not look tall. It's a short cast this season, I think. I don't know, or maybe it's because Milton is like a giant. So even Milton was like, he's tall. Dude, just relax. We get that you're like, so just chill. But yeah, I guess she thought that he was tall. Like, them standing beside each other, they did not look, you know, like they had a lot of, you know, like how Lydia and Milton are like this, JP and Taylor was like this. So I don't understand what she meant by that. But yeah. So then they got to the part where they were asking questions. This is the ending of the whole Love is Blind, and I just felt like it was just so lame. Like, it was just so lame. I was just ready to get over it. And then the villain did not come. Like, Uche was the person that I was looking forward to, because I wanted them to drag him. He did not show up. Like, he knew his ass was gonna be on fire. He knew that. Like, come on. So they were asking questions, right? And they were like, what does Miriam do? I'm like, what the fuck you mean? What she do? Like, y'all are being funny. Like, I really thought they should have invited Miriam, because a lot of controversy was around her. So I felt like she should have been at the reunion so that she can, like, you know, set certain things straight. I did saw that she did a, what's that thing called? An interview. She did an interview with Jessie Wu, or Wu, however you pronounce her name. And she was like, y'all, I constantly have brain farts. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm just playing. She was like, Uche was in the pods talking trash to the other dudes about her. So basically, he was in there pouring salt on this girl's name. Like, And then that's probably why she didn't even got no strong connection, because she said that she did have a strong connection with this dude named Connor. And Uche was in there telling Connor that basically he's not supposed to give her the time of day because she want a sugar daddy or something like that. I was like, what? Like, what's wrong with you, dude? Like, I'm just trying to really see what's wrong with you, dude. Like, what is going on with you? Like, why would you even say that? Like, I had to put my glasses on to see what is going on. Like, it was just like, yeah. So this season was kind of lame, and they were like saying like a whole bunch of other stuff. Like at the end it was kind of okay, I guess. I laughed a little bit when they were playing the game. Milton was like I remember I was saying to myself, like, I feel like they should like do a game. I saw it somewhere, I can't remember where I saw it. I don't remember if it was on the reunion itself, or I saw it somewhere where they were talking about the oh yes, it was on the reunion. So they said that something about a reunion, Love is Blind game, and I felt like that would have been so interesting though, like if they did like an actual Love is Blind game, or don't really make it a game, they could make it like a game app, a game dating app, you know what I mean? Like make it kind of real. Like that would be so good. Like they could have like people from everywhere bonding with each other, and then after a couple days or so, if they feel like those people are at a point where they can reveal themselves, then they get to reveal themselves to each other. I don't know if that makes sense. That would be hard. I would go on it. I have no luck in the dating world. But I feel like that was kind of interesting. I feel like they should really think about doing something like that. That would be hard. Yeah. Imagine you're on a dating app, so y'all doing the same thing, because it's gonna be like in the pause, but it's gonna be like on your phone, and then you're gonna be sitting there talking to the person on the game. Boom, boom, boom. Then they make you like talk with each other after a certain time, and then after that time, if y'all feel like y'all both compatible, y'all probably hit something that says compatible, and then like y'all reveal. That would be hard. Like, come on, Netflix, let's do this. Let me be the advertisee. Anyways, that is my commentary on this whole fiasco. Like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell their friend, other friends, their mom, dad, everybody to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Y'all, sorry it was lame, I'm sorry. I hope you guys stayed till the end of the video, and if you did, I fuck with you. Yeah, stay tuned for more videos.